What's going on, team? It's Alpha Omega from the Bearish Bulls Club, LLC. I am the head trader, and I will be going over a few charts with you guys, going over what the game plan for next week, and a quick preview of how our service works and how our community works together. So let's get started. The Discord is part of the community that I started, and we have several tools for members. We have a chat room, we have option flows, we have alerts with entries and exits. We have all sorts of charts. We have option alerts. We have crypto alerts. We have a chat room. We have a mentorship program. We have online study books. And we have several other tools for our members. So this is a public video for you guys, just showing what we do here at the Bearish Bulls Club. And let's get started. So we quickly got a glimpse of the Santa rally this week. And one of our members had actually said, let's take a look. He had called the bottom on Monday, I believe, well, at least this week's bottom. And it was actually pretty incredible because it was right at the bottom of the week. And those, if we would have kept those calls, actually, they would have been up almost, I think, almost at least 1,000%. So you can start seeing here, no lockdowns, pop the markets, and you just see all the commentary that we have in the chat room. So SPY had an excellent uptrend throughout the week and completely bounced. And of course, we took several calls and several alerts on the upside here and the uptrend, and it was a pretty profitable week for us. But the biggest trade for us this week was MU Micron. I actually alerted it on Thursday. You can see here, MU 89 calls, 1223 expiration, and then I explained why. We had a power earnings gap up. If you're not sure what that is, we have all that information in our study section and mentorship program. And the strategy was to buy calls on Wednesday and to sell them on Thursday because the market was going to be closed on Friday. So we quickly saw the peg up here, power earnings gap up, and it held on the 88.91 level. And quickly it bounced. Following day, we got in right away. Our calls were up 11%, 13%, 21%, 25%. To finish the day at 25%, following day, market opens. Our calls are up 45%. We kept holding, and eventually I closed most of my calls at I closed all my calls at 131%. And our calls actually went up to 250% overnight, which is incredible. Amazing trade. Game plan was set. Everything was set. We had a stop loss set, and it worked out beautifully. Entry was, where was the entry here? So entry was about here at 89.73 or so, and then overnight we had this nice spike. Sold most of it here, and it went higher. Went all the way to 95, which is incredible. Following this uptrend, and of course the strength of the market was part of the trade as well. A lot of our members made good money on that, and I want to give a shout out to H. Babian for his commentary and being bullish when nobody else was bullish. So let's take a look at some of these charts. Let's start off with Micron, MU. Obviously, this is the trade that we took. Clear support here after this peg up. And look at this massive move, guys. 250% runner right here. One day, or overnight at least. But clear as day. Game plan was set. Everything was set. Next week I'm going to be watching, and I actually called AMD last 2 weeks and last week as well. So this 50-day moving average has been critical for us, and every time it taps it, it jumps and it squeezes hard. And as you can see here, it went under the 50-day and then right over, boom, the following day. Options the next day were up almost 300%. So definitely keeping an eye out on this. As of right now, is over the 20-day moving average. So I want to see a continuation to the upside, and we will see how that goes. AMD, I'm watching very closely. Of course, MU is one that I'm watching as well, but the RSI seems to be getting a little overbought, but it is holding this peg up. So as long as this peg up holds, it'll continue to climb higher, or at least in these levels. So far, so good. We saw Tesla. Tesla was going to be another of my alerts for Thursday, but I decided not to take the trade, and I'll explain why. We already had MU calls alerted, and this is the part that pre-market. So I wanted to alert the calls here, but then pre-market, we saw this move down here, and thankfully I didn't alert those calls because it did open flat. If you take a note here, so if I was gonna alert it here or here, it was actually opening red here. And a lot of times when the expiration is the same day, we freak out, and those calls would have been sold near the open and possibly missed this massive move. But that is speaking out of hindsight, so I'm not sure what exactly would have happened. But incredible move. Some of our members also got this trade. Excellent move. I saw somewhere that where is it? Oh, some of these Tesla calls went from 24 cents to $50, I believe. Hopefully, I could find it somewhere. But yes, it was crazy Santa rally, and love to see it. We've been calling the Santa rally for since the beginning of December actually, and we got a couple gap downs, which was fantastic. That's one of our setups that we have. We trade the gaps. A lot of these chart wizards, they don't know how to trade the gaps. They don't understand how power earning gap ups work or how power earning gap downs work. And it's sad, really, because they're leading all these new traders and not teaching them the right strategies. But that is part of our strategies, and it seems to be working very well for us. For some reason, I can't find that information on one of the Tesla calls went from 24 cents to $50, which is a 20,000% mover, or a runner at least. Anywho, so we did have a great week here at the BB Club. We see you can see here some of our SPY trades went up 200%. Um, we had a great week. It was 156 at one point, and that's something different about our service is that we are all about transparency. I post my losses, I post my wins, and I share everything with my team. There's no hiding. If I get a bad trade, I'm not gonna lie to anyone. I took the wrong trade and I lost, and that's part of trading. The idea is that, and the idea and the philosophy behind it is, if you are able to keep your wins big, keep your wins big, keep your wins small, keep your losses small, but never get your losses big, then that's a great way to be profitable in the long run. And that's something that we've been working on, and this group has been incredible at being transparent. Everyone shows their losses, and everyone provides their wins when they can. We also have a fantastic lotto um, channel. See, as you can see here, we share wins and losses. So we have some incredible traders in our community, and we welcome everybody, every single new trader, and experienced and new. We do teach newer traders and newer members how to invest and how to use options to make money. So let's keep moving on. We have HD, which is Home Depot, ticker symbol HD for Home Depot, and we have a uptrend intact. We'll be watching this one next week. Classic 50-day moving average bounce, very nice. Love Home Depot long term. I think this one we alerted long back during COVID around this area here, and my members know why I indicated that, and we were long around 225. It actually hit 420, and now messing around with the 400 level. One of our big winners, HD. Also, CVX was one of our amazing winners back during the COVID flush, but we actually bought around this ballpark area here, 85 or 84 area. Now it's 116. Another name I'm also watching. We have the 50-day bounce as well. So far, there's no actual setup so far yet. It's been side trading for a minute, but Chevron has been strong and holding up pretty well, even on the when everyone was claiming there was going to be a market crash. So we never saw that happen. XOM, ExxonMobil, has been one of my favorite names. Great dividend payer, and it's holding very well over the 200-day moving average. It actually gapped up on it, so it's holding up pretty well. We'll be watching it closely. I also want to keep watching. Obviously, Tesla was a nice mover. Is the Santa rally over? I don't know, but I do know that this 100-day moving average bounce was incredible on Tesla, very nice, and it broke right through the 52. So we'll see how high this goes. A lot of people were saying that the highest it was going to go was 1,000, and they were wrong. Look at this nice squeeze here. A lot of the perma bears were also talking that there was going to be no Santa rally, and we saw that already. Will there be a continuation next week? We'll definitely have to be careful with being too greedy, because once you get greedy, you get burned. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Visa hasn't really been doing much. I mean, it did have a nice climb, and so far is still there, but it does have a peg down here. You can see this clearly, and it's under the 200-day moving average. So we'll have to keep an eye on some of these names, not every single one of them. AT&T has had an incredible pop after selling off for several months. And unfortunately, I've been wanting to be long AT&T, which we were long up here, capturing those dividends. Now that it's at a possible generational low, it might be time to buy it. It is around the support area that I've been wanting to buy, so possibly next week we buy. We will see. It's a great name. It does have depth, and it does also have a problem with the dividend being cut next year. But you can still capitalize on some of those dividend payments. I will also be watching. I think NIO was one that many lost. I saw many on Twitter that were trying to be long on NIO, and because of NIO Day, and all we saw was it just fell lower and lower. But it is possible that it does have a nice bounce, and it does have a gap to fill here at this area, the 32 all the way to the 32.79 area. Those calls could be profitable. We see here it's holding up the $30 mark, so we'll see how that goes. What else? What other name do we have? Oh, Roku is another one that I've been watching, and I'll just end it there. But Roku, it's over the 20-day moving average. Roku seems to be one of those momentum names. So if there's no momentum, it starts dying. But I do want to see it climb over this 268 level first, because that seems to be massive support, at least for me. But it seems like this 20-day moving average seems to be holding very well. So it's likely that it might squeeze and test that 268 level. So we'll have to be very careful with that. Roku is a very volatile name. When the buyers step up, they step up hard. But when the sellers step up, they step up even harder. So it's a great name to trade, especially for options. And just, that was a quick review here at the Bearish Bulls Club. And I will continue making some videos for free for you guys. And obviously, for our team, we always have always a game plan every week. Every trade, every alert is based off technical analysis, and there's always research behind it. We don't randomly trade for no reason, like other groups that just throw random trades out there, and they throw out 99 trades and they get one big win, and then they're bragging about the one win. So we're not part of that. Transparency remains number one. So I'll catch you guys, especially the BB Club. I'll catch you guys on Sunday for futures. So futures update, which we always have every Sunday and actually every night. And I will also be updating the watch list, the game plan, and the new strategy that I'm working on as well. And obviously, Copy Trader will be coming soon. Copy Trader is a system that we are working with my partner and employee Chaselin. We are working on a system where you load up an account and it copies the trade of an individual trader. And if the trader is very successful, which we have seen in the past, then your account will grow. You pay a fee and everyone wins. Everyone is happy. But more information will be coming soon. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, I'm working on the YouTube right now, and I'm going to be uploading a couple ideas, maybe throw some alerts on there for you guys, throw some free trials for anyone that's interested. I know a lot of people have been asking me about free trials, and unfortunately I can't give free access to everyone because that's not the way the service works, but I could give a free trial to a few people with limited access, so that way you could get the taste and the ideas of how the community works and how we all work together. And it's more than a service; it's more like a family. So I do want to thank everyone for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace out.